Dan. Well, it's a driver's nightmare. A metal guardrail piercing a car like a spear. It's blamed for injuries and even deaths. Tonight, a Team 10 investigation has uncovered a potentially fatal flaw on highways all across the country. Now, for the first time in California, the man who first made these allegations told Team 10 investigator Mitch Blocker, something designed to keep your family safe could be a danger to drivers.
Josh Harmon calls these guardrails landmines.
You can see this one's 4 inches. This one's 4 inches.
That one's 4 inches too.
Across San Diego County, Team 10 found examples of what Harmon calls a potentially fatal flaw. Guardrail heads that measure 4 inches across.
This product was never approved. It was never even disclosed to the government.
From the shoulder of the 805, Harmon showed us the model that was approved by the government in 2000, one with a 5-inch head. He says in 2005, the manufacturer, Trinity Industries, redesigned its guardrails, making them smaller and using less material to build them. This is the aftermath of a crash in Tennessee. Harmon says these pictures show what can happen to a 4-inch guardrail in a head-on collision. The rail detaches from the head, Harmon says, and can impale a car and its driver. On the 5-inch, he says, the rail accordions and absorbs the impact. Harmon says there are more than 600,000 4-inch guardrail heads on highways across America. He says he discovered the alleged problem in Trinity's design when he copied it, thinking the patent had expired. But it hadn't. Trinity sued him for infringement, and the case was settled. But Harmon says he couldn't forget what he found.
It's impaling the vehicle, cutting legs off, cutting people literally in half.
Harmon is not alone in his allegations. There are lawsuits against Trinity, including a Florida man who claims a defective guardrail impaled him during a motor vehicle accident. Trinity denies its guardrail head is defective and is suing Harmon for defamation.
They've tried to intimidate me. They've sued me in 2 states now. I'll assure you they'll sue me here in California too. I will not stop.
In responding to the lawsuit against him, Harmon claims Trinity defrauded government agencies, that the company modified critical dimensions of its guardrails and didn't tell the Federal Highway Administration. In a statement, Trinity said the only way to know how its 4-inch guardrails perform in accidents is to know all the variables, including the weight of the vehicle involved, the angle of impact, and the speed of impact. Trinity's Vice President of Public Affairs admitted the company made a mistake. Documentation provided by Trinity shows the company did not tell government regulators about changing from the 5-inch to the 4-inch guardrail head until 2012. That's 7 years after the first one was installed on American highways. Trinity says the 4-inch guardrails were crash tested. The Federal Highway Administration said it certified that test in 2005, but didn't know the new guardrail was smaller at the time. The feds told Team 10 since no one at the state level complained about the 4-inch guardrail head, there was no reason to investigate the change. Our investigation found the 4-inch guardrails.
This one's 4 inches.
On nearly every highway in San Diego County. Trinity Industries says they are safe and continues selling them in all 50 states and in 60 countries worldwide.
Now, we've also asked Caltrans about Trinity's guardrails. They are looking into our questions. Trinity would not do a recorded interview, but we talked with the company's Vice President of Public Affairs several times, and he answered more than a dozen questions in writing. We've posted the full questions and answers on our website, 10news.com. With Team 10, I'm investigator Mitch Blocker.